Hello, Boulderians, and welcome back to Boldly Becoming, the space where we explore what it means to live your best life relentlessly, love yourself unconditionally, and walk boldly in your purpose. I'm your host, Kenyatta, and today we're diving deep into a topic that's been showing up everywhere in conversations, coaching sessions, those quiet, reflective moments: discernment. More specifically, how to hear your own voice in a noisy world. Because let's be real, this world, it's loud. Everyone has an opinion, everyone has advice, but your truth, your knowing, that's sacred. And it often comes in a whisper, not a shout. Discernment isn't just about decision making, it's a soul skill. It's the ability to feel out what is truly yours, your truth, your desires, your yes, your no, all beneath the layers of fear, conditioning, and external noise. It's your inner compass that gently but firmly says, that's for me, that's not, or that's someone else's expectation dressed up like my dream. Discernment is spiritual clarity, it's emotional clarity, and it's energetic clarity. In 1 Kings chapter 19, the prophet Elijah is feeling overwhelmed, lost, and unsure of what to do next. Sound familiar? God tells Elijah to go stand on the mountain, and then a great and powerful wind tore through the mountains, but the Lord was not in the wind. After the wind, there was an earthquake, but the Lord was not in the earthquake. After the earthquake came a fire, but the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire came a gentle whisper. That can be found in 1 Kings chapter 19, verses 11 through 12. That whisper, that's where God was. This passage is a divine reminder. Discernment doesn't always come with lightning bolts or dramatic signs. It comes in the quiet, in the stillness, in the sacred whisper of our soul. God often speaks not through chaos, but through calm clarity. Listening and understanding God's discernment and our own discernment can be difficult in a world that is overwhelmingly and exhaustingly noisy. We have to hone and practice this skill to listen to that inner whisper. And you can practice this daily by these simple journaling prompts. What is something I've been unsure about lately? It can be a decision, a relationship, an opportunity, or even a belief. Whose voice is the loudest in this uncertainty? Is it mine, God's, a parent's, social media, fear? If I got still like Elijah on the mountain and listened for the whisper, what might it be saying? What feels light, true, and peaceful? What feels heavy, forced, or anxious? Remember, discernment often shows up as peace, not pressure. Discernment isn't always about big decisions like moving cities or changing careers. Sometimes it's about the quiet ache in your heart, the one that whispers, this isn't it anymore, but you don't want to hear it because it's love, and love is supposed to be enough, right? There was a season in my life where I had really prayed to God to allow me to love again, to experience real love after the damage of a toxic relationship. And He answered. He sent someone back into my life. He gave me exactly what I asked for. At first, it felt right, it felt divine, but somewhere along the way, I started to struggle, not just with the relationship, but with discerning when it was time to walk away. I was so focused on being present, on being loyal, and loving Him unconditionally that I ignored the signs. Signs that the relationship was no longer serving me. Honestly, it wasn't serving either of us anymore. But I was confused because how could something that felt so God-sent also feel so heavy? I kept thinking, if I just love harder, stay longer, try more, maybe He'll love me back the same way. But what I was really doing was overriding my own discernment, trying to protect Him and abandoning myself. It wasn't until I moved away, until I got still, started seeking God more intentionally, and got honest about what I truly needed, that I saw it clearly. God had always answered. It was me who didn't want to be obedient. I had to sit with the truth. Just because he didn't choose me doesn't mean I'm unworthy. It doesn't mean I'm not enough. It just means he wasn't aligned with where God was taking me. And maybe he never was. His purpose in my life had already been fulfilled. The assignment between us, complete. Because discernment isn't just about seeing clearly, it's about accepting the clarity, even when it breaks your heart. And that's the thing about discernment. It's not always knowing that's the hardest part. It's cutting through the noise to hear it clearly. Because we're bombarded, not just by media or what's trending on social media, but by deeper, more personal static like generational expectations, fear of missing out, that FOMO, well-meaning family advice, hustle culture telling us we're never doing enough, constant comparison, and that heavy weight of people pleasing. And then there's the internal noise, anxiety, pretending to be wisdom, old trauma scripts, convincing us to shrink, guilt, whispering you should when you already know you shouldn't, and voices that, let's be real, aren't even ours, but we've absorbed them so deeply we mistake them for our own truth. So the real question becomes, how do we tell the difference between our inner voice and all that static? Because until we recognize our voice, we'll keep second guessing our decisions, mistaking discomfort for danger, and calling fear discernment when really it's just fear. So how do we cut through the noise and hear our own voice? Here are 5 practices that help me and many others return to their center. 1 is silence and solitude. Turn down the volume of the world. Even 5 minutes of quiet, no phone, no music, just stillness can completely shift your energy and open space for clarity. 2, body wisdom. Your body knows. Pay attention to how it feels. A yes often feels open, light, and expansive. A no tends to feel heavy, tight, and constricted. Your body will tell you the truth if you slow down long enough to listen. 3, journaling and voice notes. Sometimes the inner voice needs a safe space to be heard. Write it out, record it. Give yourself permission to speak without judgment or editing. You'll be amazed at what surfaces when you let yourself flow. 4, spiritual practices. Prayer, meditation, breath work, grounding in nature. Whatever connects you to something bigger than yourself, lean into it. Because often, discernment is hearing God's whisper through your own stillness. And 5, discernment buddy. Surround yourself with people who honor your voice, not those who try to replace it with theirs. Find friends, mentors, therapists, or coaches who help you reflect, not dictate. Let's try this together. Just a quick moment to reconnect. So if you're able, only if you're able, close your eyes or soften your gaze. Let your shoulders drop and unclench your jaw. Now take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Now let's do that again. Take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale it out. As you breathe, ask yourself gently, what do I need right now? Don't force an answer. Just notice what comes up. Maybe a word, an image, or even a sensation in your body. Now ask, What's one thing I'm ready to release? Again, no need to analyze. Let your body and spirit do the talking. Now take one more deep breath. Inhale peace and exhale anything that's weighing on you. And when you're ready, bring your awareness back to the present. This doesn't have to be a one-time thing. Try it daily. Let it become part of your rhythm. Sometimes the deepest discernment comes in the quietest moments. And right after this episode, there will be a bonus episode connected to this one of a practice that you could do by yourself, that you can just do the mindfulness meditation without everything else of the episode. So I'm going to have this separate and a bonus episode for you, so you can always go back to that one, okay? So here's what I want you to take with you today. Your voice, your true voice, is not lost. It's just waiting for quiet. It's waiting for you to slow down, get still, and listen. Discernment isn't about having all the answers. It's about creating space for truth to rise. And then it's trusting it, even when it scares you. So I invite you this week to choose one of the tools we explored. Maybe it's a 5 minutes of silence, journaling your soul's whisper, or simply checking in with your body before you say yes to something. Let it be simple. Let it be sacred. And if today's episode resonated with you, share it with a friend who's navigating their own noisy world. Leave a review so more beautiful humans like you can find this space. And subscribe, because this season, we're going deeper, bolder, and more unapologetic than ever. Until next time, keep becoming, keep trusting your inner voice, and most of all, keep showing up boldly.